Your name is?
Brianna.
Brianna, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Do you know our last 5 to 10 presidents?
Obama,
Nice.
Bush, Clinton, Bush, Reagan? No.
Oh my god, how
So
yes,
bad.
it is Reagan actually.
Is it?
Good job. How many stars are there? And
There are
United
50
States.
stars on the United States.
Nice, perfect.
13 stripes. 7 red. 6 white.
6 blue, what?
6 white. six blue stripes.
You
It's
know,
all white.
how many branches are there in our government?
3 branches.
What are they?
The legislative, the judicial, and executive, the president. Stupid.
Oh, did you actually vote for the last presidential election?
I did.
So when choosing your candidate, what do you look for?
So I definitely try to look at what their standpoints are and what their past political history has been. I like to steer clear of like voting based on party lines. I think that that's a really biased way to do anything.
Are you satisfied then, like, with the way government is running?
No, and my whole thing about being satisfied with the way the government's being run now is really based on the two-party system, and I think that it's a really flawed way to do things. And I feel like there's sort of an us versus them mentality going on in the government today, which I think doesn't have the people's best interest in mind, and I think it's more based on big business and the political parties and their own agendas, as opposed to trying to do things for the people.
What your name is?
James.
James, nice to meet you. Could you name me the most recent presidents, starting with Obama, going backwards?
George W. George Sr., Clinton, that's all I remember.
How many branches are there?
3.
What are they?
Legislative, executive, and judicial.
Perfect. How many stars are there in the United States flag?
50.
Did you actually vote in the last election?
Yes.
Yeah. So are you satisfied right now with like the way government's running things?
Yeah, I think so.
If there's one thing that the government should change,
I think that Congress should be more centralized due to the fact that it's decentralized, it's too slow, and that our society wants it to move faster. And if it was more centralized government, it'll move faster. It will have progress.
James, thank you so much for your interview. I appreciate you coming by.